the dark secrets of the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire has left an indelible mark on human history. Known for its remarkable engineering, innovative governance, and cultural magnificence, Rome established itself as one of the most powerful civilizations the world has ever seen. Its image of grandeur and sophistication often overshadows its lesser-known, darker side. Behind the marble columns and great amphitheaters lies a tale shrouded in violence, betrayal, and oppression. Today, we'll take you on an eye-opening journey, peeling back Rome's polished veneer to uncover the dark secrets lurking in its shadow. When we think of the Roman Empire, images of architectural marvels like the Colosseum, ingenious aqueducts, and the sprawling Roman roads come to mind. Politically, Rome is celebrated for concepts like the Republic, which inspired the modern world's governing systems. Culturally, it left us with timeless art, philosophy, and engineering breakthroughs. But every empire has its contradictions, and Rome was no exception. It was a place of unparalleled power, but that power often came at a steep human cost. Rome's success was built on foundations far less noble than its glowing legacy suggests. Behind the ideals of progress lay a civilization rife with inequality, cruelty, and manipulation. To understand the full story of the Roman Empire, we must first embrace its duality. One of the most iconic facets of the Roman Empire was its gladiatorial games. Held in grand arenas like the Colosseum, these events weren't just spectacles. They were blood-soaked sacrifices designed to awe spectators and reinforce the empire's control over its people. Gladiators weren't the mighty warriors movies often portray. They were predominantly slaves, prisoners of war, or criminals coerced into fighting for their lives. For the Roman elite, these deadly clashes served as entertainment. For the masses, they were distractions from the hardships of daily life. Reports of tens of thousands slaughtered in these games illustrate a society desensitized to human suffering. What does it say about a civilization that turned death into a sport? Perhaps the games offer insight into the underlying violence pulsing through Roman culture. In the marble halls of Roman political institutions, danger lurked around every corner. While Rome presented itself as a beacon of legal and political sophistication, its political landscape was a hotbed of conspiracy and betrayal. In the Republic, senators famously schemed against one another, vying for power at any cost. Even the empire's famed leaders were not immune. The assassination of Julius Caesar, arguably one of history's most infamous betrayals, was the result of deep political tension. Stabbed 23 times by his own senators, Caesar's death exposed the risks that came with seeking control in such a volatile system. And it didn't stop there. The emperors who followed Caesar, from Caligula to Domitian, ruled within a climate of persistent paranoia. Trust no one and eliminate rivals. This unwritten rule dominated the lives of Rome's leaders. Rome's history of leadership was one of constant power struggles, often resolved by bloodshed. The Roman Empire's grandeur and achievements were built on an unpleasant truth: slavery. Enslaved individuals formed the backbone of the Roman economy, enduring brutal conditions and ceaseless exploitation. Slaves tilled the fields, mined resources, built roads and monumental structures, and were even used as household servants. Some were educated and served as doctors or teachers, but even they were shackled by the chains of servitude. It's estimated that in some periods, slaves comprised up to 30% of the population. Captured during military campaigns or through trade, these individuals were stripped of their autonomy and dignity. Their suffering often went unnoticed by a society that grew rich on their labor. While Rome advanced civilization in many ways, its societal reliance on the suffering of others raises uncomfortable questions. The dark reputation of some Roman emperors continues to fascinate scholars and the public alike. Figures like Nero and Caligula are remembered for their erratic behavior, cruelty, and flagrant excess. Nero is infamous for allegedly fiddling while Rome burned, though modern historians debate the accuracy of this tale. What's indisputable is his ruthlessness toward perceived enemies. Nero was known to use murder as a tool for preserving power, including eliminating his mother. Caligula, on the other hand, was a study in extravagance and madness. His reign was marked by bizarre and tyrannical acts, including appointing his horse as a senator, a potential testament to his arrogance or deteriorating mental state. these rulers symbolized an unsettling truth about power. Unchecked authority often spiraled into moral and ethical decay. The tales of these figures underscore the dangers of imperial rule when power is concentrated in the hands of a single individual. Rome's stunning territorial expansion came at a steep cost to those it subdued. The Roman military machine was relentless, and once conquered, populations were often subjected to harsh treatment. The spoils of conquest, including wealth and resources, were funneled back to the city of Rome to sustain its elite class. High taxation and forced labor were common burdens placed upon conquered peoples. Resistance was met with deadly suppression, as seen in the brutal quelling of rebellions such as the Jewish revolt in 70 CE, which ended with the destruction of the Second Temple in Jerusalem. Rome's dominion provided prosperity for its capital, but for vast swathes of the empire, it spelled hardship and exploitation. To hold together such a sprawling and diverse empire, Rome relied heavily on propaganda. Every sculpture, public speech, and even coinage reinforced the emperor's image as a divine figure or benevolent benefactor. The Colosseum itself functioned as propaganda, a statement of Rome's engineering prowess and the emperor's generosity, an extravagant distraction from political realities. Public art, monuments, and festivals served as tools to unify the population while obscuring inequalities and abuses. Controlling the narrative, Rome maintained its authority and stifled dissent. But this carefully managed image also left a legacy of deception, distorting our perception of the empire today. Life in Rome varied dramatically depending on one's social status. On one end of the spectrum were the elite, whose opulent lifestyles included vast estates, elaborate banquets, and political influence. On the other end were the plebeians, who toiled daily to survive. To prevent uprisings or unrest among the lower classes, Rome employed a strategy famously referred to as bread and circuses. Free grain distributions and public entertainment pacified the masses while diverting attention from systemic inequalities. This policy suggests an empire aware of its instability but unwilling to address its root causes. Despite its many flaws, the Roman Empire undeniably shaped the course of history. Its legal systems, architectural techniques, and cultural achievements left a legacy that continues to influence modern societies. Yet these accomplishments came at a price, often hidden from the spotlight. Rome's dark secrets remind us that no civilization is without its moral compromises. For every advancement, there were victims whose voices were silenced. The Roman Empire embodies the duality of human ambition, the capacity for extraordinary progress alongside the potential for extraordinary cruelty. Looking back at Rome's triumphs and tribulations, we're left with valuable lessons. Greatness and ethical responsibility must go hand in hand. The darker chapters of Rome's history should not only serve as cautionary tales, but also as a reminder of how power can corrupt and exploit. By examining Rome in its entirety, its light and its shadows, we gain a more honest understanding of a civilization that shaped the world. History isn't just about glorifying triumphs, it's about learning from past mistakes to build a better future. The Roman Empire may be long gone, but its lessons echo through time, urging us to reflect on the true cost of greatness. Let us study its story with open eyes, acknowledging both its brilliance and its darkness, so that we may walk a wiser path forward. Love this video? If you enjoyed watching, don't forget to hit the like button. It really helps support the channel. Found this helpful or entertaining? Share it with your friends so they can enjoy it too. Want more content like this? Subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on new uploads. Your support means the world and helps keep this channel growing. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.